Snipers, you have to see what's happening in the Bitcoin price right now, as our weekend is going to conclude itself in less than 24 hours. And equity markets are going to start opening up. They closed the week with one of their worst days of the year. And so there are some bearish scenarios that are on the table, with 4 bearish puzzle pieces that we discussed yesterday and only 1 bullish puzzle piece, which, by the way, all of the bearish puzzle pieces are outside of our control, not within the crypto market. It's the strength of the US dollar, it's equity markets, but the 1 bullish puzzle piece was coming from within the cryptocurrency market, the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. So I'm still confident Bitcoin's the stronger asset against equity markets. So when we see green days in equity markets, brace yourselves for Bitcoin to see some upside. The fundamentals are clear right now. On-chain analytics are showing that right now, long-term hodlers are continuing to accumulate Bitcoin, and we're seeing more and more Bitcoin leave exchanges. But what is the potential of a potential wick coming down like we did twice already to clear out some long positions? I think that this is the scenario we just have to be careful of. If we see equity markets open up here with futures markets showing weakness, we could see Bitcoin wick down just like it did twice already below the 600-day moving average to clear out long positions that were late and trap short sellers that try to come in with the 600-day moving average breaking. We know that's on the table. But we also know this: Bitcoin has a bullish divergence on the daily chart right now. It's the weekend. All cards are on the table. It's the most manipulated in the cryptocurrency market because traditional markets are closed, CME futures are closed for Bitcoin. And so what if we see this upside scenario of Bitcoin coming up to test 42,000? Well, guess what? Altcoins would most likely do very well with this type of scenario. And so here's also something we have to monitor. We could potentially see a wick down below the 600-day moving average, and at that point, we'd have to look at 38,000, 36,500, and 34,788 as potential downside targets where Bitcoin could reverse back around. Of course, that would all be determined based on how the volume is reacting on the smaller time frames. But for now, we know there's a bullish divergence on the daily chart with this RSI, which gives us a bullish bias until the weekend is over. And so if at any point, I would say this, with this new daily candle opening up here in less than 30 minutes, which is why I had to get this update out to you guys. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, Snipers, if you support these on-the-go updates. So very critical. If we get above 40,000, 42,000 is back on the table. That could even happen during this weekend. And then maybe we open up with S&P 500 showing downside, but Bitcoin already made its way back to 42,000, and then it comes maybe back just down to test the weekly open again. So these are scenarios on the table 100%, but I will say this more confidently than ever. The only bearish puzzle pieces, as you can see labeled on the left with red and green, are outside of our control. They're puzzle pieces that are having nothing to do with the crypto market. And the one puzzle piece that we monitor that has something to do with the crypto market, like the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, is actually bullish still. And so if we break below the monthly open here at 72,000 Satoshis, that would turn into a bearish puzzle piece. But for now, within the crypto market, things look very good. I know Bitcoin has been moving sideways here around the $39,700 level. It's important because that's a 600-day moving average. And as we know, we have to be very sensitive with Bitcoin below that 600-day moving average. Because at that point, we could see longs get liquidated. We could see shorts get trapped. And so let's see what happens over the next 24 hours. But the new daily candle is opening up here very soon, Snipers. If we see a break towards 42,000, I will get an emergency update out. And if we see anything abnormal below that 600-day moving average, right at 39,700, I'll also get a video out to you, Snipers. And with that, have an amazing weekend. Thank you all for tuning into the Snipers channel today. Smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support this content. I couldn't do this without you. And I will see you all, Snipers, next time. Snipers out.